Hello there, and welcome. Hi guys, and welcome to episode 2 of Your Voice in the Night. I am your host, Duke Doom, and I'm here to make you feel relaxed before you go to bed. I'm going to tell you a little bit about, what I'm up to, and then we have our guest star, which this week is Sleeping Artist ASMR. So, what's new in life out here on Mainland in Sweden? Well, it's grey, damp, moist, and warm. Well, maybe not fall weather as people are used to it, but it's pretty nice if you ask me, because I don't like the cold. Actually, before making this video, I was outside in just my t-shirt walking my dog, and I didn't feel any cold at all. Other than that, people are cautious and anxious about the COVID threat. Fortunately, we haven't had many cases out here yet, and I'm grateful for that. Tomorrow is a big day for me because I'm gonna leave the island for the weekend, at least until Saturday. Most of you might might think that it's a paradise living on an archipelago, far from the laws of the city and the stress of the city. But it has its backdraws. We have one store out here during this time of year. In the summer we have more. And that makes, there no store to compare with out here, so everything is a little bit on the expensive side, and maybe the selection isn't as good as I would personally like it. So, since I'm not a rich man by any means, I have to go to the mainland to go shopping tomorrow. And I'm going with my ex-girlfriend, but now my long-time life friend Angelica, to the mainland to shop some groceries. And maybe I will drop into some DVD stores and get some cheap DVDs, who knows, or Blu-rays. But I'm taking every precaution to not get that awful virus. I'm going to wear a face mask when I go into the store, and I'm not going to be in places where there's a crowd, which, by the way, is not recommended, even if you're living outside of Sweden. We have new regulations in Sweden that says that no more than 8 people can be in the same public place at the same time. And you can't actually order alcohol at the bar after 10 p.m., which I think is pretty good. I wish people out there could take this more serious than they do, especially young people. Yeah, I'm talking to you youngsters. Just because you're young doesn't mean you're gonna live forever. And if you don't care about yourself, then care about your elders, your grandmother and grandfather, and your mother and father. Because many people that are a little bit older and weaker are actually dying from this awful disease. How they came up with 10 o'clock, though, is beyond me. And I actually watched a guy on TV the other day saying the same question. I guess they think that people lose their ability to choose between wrong and right when after 10 p.m. they get too drunk. But isn't that like a thing that it's hard to pinpoint. You know, out here on the island, people are shit-faced at 12 p.m. So, and I mean during the day. 10 p.m., yeah. And when I was living up in the northern parts of Sweden, everyone was shit-faced 8 a.m. No, I'm just kidding. They don't drink that hard up north. Or do they? Now, to another thing. People have asked if I'm going to stop doing role plays and things like that just because I started this series. And that's a no, a big no. It's just that right now I've been doing a lot of things with my paintings and, well, life. So I actually haven't had time to do any explicit role plays lately. But I will. But this series will continue to go on as long as you people will watch it, I guess. Now, the entertainment of the week. Have I been watching any new good movies? Well, both yes and no. I have been watching older movies this week. Among them, some of my classics like Dario Argento's Profondo Rosso, Deep Red. I have watched Lucio Fulci's Zombie, aka Zombie Flesh Eaters. So this week's tip will be an older movie made by director Lamberto Bava from 1985. And it's called Blast Fighter. And in a way, I think it's some kind of a rip-off or a combination of Deliverance and First Blood. It's a cop who has served prison time. He comes back to his old town in the southern parts of the United States. There are a lot of rednecks and illegal poachers, I think they're called. And he starts an argument with those guys, and his daughter get killed, and he, well, have to hide in the mountains and take them out one by one. It's Rambo, basically, but it's very cool. It's great. It doesn't have many boring scenes. And it has that 80s feeling that's hard to describe. It stars Michael Sopkiv, a name you've probably never heard. He didn't do many movies. He made one called Massacre in Dinosaur Valley, I think. And it also stars Luigi Montefiore, who is better known by his American name, George Eastman. He played the murderer or the killer in the movie Anthropophagus, and also in the Judy Amato's Absurd. Watch those two if you want to have some good old splatter on your TV. When it comes to games, I've played one game that I want to recommend. And it's a game that I actually bought on my Xbox 360 a couple of years ago. I think I played half of it and then I kind of get stuck on Diablo 3 or something like that because I never finished it. But since I bought it digitally, I now downloaded it on my Xbox One. And I actually finished it before doing this video. It's a role-playing game, Western role-playing game, where you play a man or a woman who has a demon inside, and you can choose bad or good, and you have to, of course, save the fantasy kingdom, and, well, it's basically a mix between The Witcher and Dragon Age. It was from a company called Spider Interactive, I think. I think they also did the Xbox One game, which I can't remember the title of right now. Well, they made an RPG for the Xbox One, I think. Kind of like set in. It's pirate themed almost. Never mind. So, yeah, Bound by Flame is the name of the game I'm talking about. If I didn't mention it before, I don't remember if I did. So, yeah, this week's movie, Lamberto Bava's Blast Fighter, and the game is Bound by Flame. And it's also on the PS4 and the PC, of course. So, yeah. And I know that a lot of you are afraid right now, and you are cautious and anxious about this COVID thing. And I am like you. I also have my fears and worries. I have a mother that's over 70 years old, and I need to really make sure that she doesn't get it. Me, myself, I'm almost 50, and I'm a little bit overweight. I don't do that much of kind of like, I never go to the gym. I don't think I ever set foot in a gym. I smoke, not much, but... So yeah, I'm in the risk zone, I guess. And I don't want to be sick. When I die, I don't want to be dying sick. I want to die healthy. Just kidding. So yeah, this video was a bit improvised. But now let's go to the meat of the video. This week's favorite ASMR artist. I know you've been waiting for this. And this week is someone I have worked with, and she's an awesome human being, even outside of YouTube. She makes awesome ASMR videos, and she always makes me sleepy. She's cute, she's wonderful. Well, I will let you tell her herself. This has been Duke Doom, your voice in the night. And I hope that you relax and have an evening full of joy and pleasures. I will see you in the next video. And remember, there can't be any light without darkness. Good night.
Hello everyone. My name is Sleeping Artist ASMR. I hope you're all doing very well. Duke asked me to tell you a little bit about my channel. I have been creating ASMR for about 2 years. I'm primarily on YouTube, and the kinds of things that I like to do on my channel are lots of personal attention, ear to ear, role play, trigger stuff. Role plays are quickly becoming my favorite because I'm an artist and it is a great outlet for creativity while also helping you to relax. So, I hope that you guys can all relax now. Relax. And just take this time to calm your mind and unwind. And that rhymed. Okay, that was silly. Anyway, I'm really happy to thank you so much to everyone who watches or who will watch in the future. I love you all,